What's really clicking for you guys defensively right now? The last 4 games have all been really good.
Yeah, I think it's just, a combination of us realizing that, we weren't a great defensive team and, we weren't living up to the way we knew we could guard. And so I think we've really dialed in, especially on the defensive end with our scouts, the last 3-4 games ever since winter break, I'd say. Especially with the Big Ten season coming up, knowing that, we got to take it to a higher level. So I think we've just, put a much greater emphasis on it and had guys, more locked in at practice because, we always knew we were capable of doing it. We just weren't getting it done, and I think we've done a much better job of that.
Was there a moment that hammered that lesson home?
I wouldn't say one moment. Probably Paint yelling at us was a couple of times is definitely a greater emphasis, and we were like, all right, we really got to step it up. But if I were to say anything, I think it was just like I mentioned that with the Big Ten season starting, knowing that it's only going to get that much tougher, and so we got to step up our game.
They cut the game to 5 there. It gets a little wild. Just being able to respond to that on the road. How much is that experience that you, Braden, Fletcher all have to be able to not get overwhelmed by that?
Yeah, it's tough. I think our message was to just, whatever we do it together. No matter what the fans are on the outside or the other team, at the end of the day, we're still the same team that we are, and we can still score in the same ways that we always have, and so we just got to keep doing our job. And Payne does a great job of harping on that. He does a great job of continually telling us that and reminding us of that in those moments.
Is there a freedom or more fun knowing, like, the minutes are there for you now and you know that you play well, you're going to play 30-plus a night?
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a lot easier to get in a groove. But yeah, it's just, kind of like Payne always says, it's really hard to be great in your role with limited minutes. So I think it definitely, helps to get in a groove, helps to, kind of free me up, feel like I can, play a little bit more, play through some mistakes and stuff like that.
How valuable is culture in a game like this? And Minnesota, shots aren't falling, but people know their roles, keep playing your role, and eventually, things are going to work out. And I think that it has in these last 2 Big Ten games.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. Obviously, we want shots to fall, and I can confidently say, in the future, more times than not, they probably will. But to be able to pull out a win, especially in a place like this, when shots aren't falling, on the road in the Big Ten, I think that's a great statement to the way that we were able to guard, the way that we were able to still, run our offense. And even if we weren't hitting the threes, we weren't hitting kind of those longer shots, we were still getting around the rim and finishing. And then finally at the end of the game, we were able to make a few free throws too, so that definitely helped.
Are you starting to get sentimental about this is your last game at Rutgers? Do you think about stuff?
Yeah,
like
definitely. I definitely, realize that, realistically, I'm probably only playing at most 3 more months of basketball, competitive basketball, in my life. So, I think I've definitely, since around winter break, it started to click, and I think I kind of just really focused on making an emphasis of, enjoying each and every day, being thankful for each and every day, and not taking it for granted, for sure.
Last year, I think this team got so solidified in 5 or 6 guy rotations, and for good reason, throughout the course of the year.
Yeah.
Now you've started, I think, 10 or 11 guys this season. So when you get in foul trouble, when Trey gets in foul trouble, there's not a fall-off. How much correlation is there that guys have been in several different roles and can kind of step into any role?
Yeah, I think it's huge. We've talked a lot this year, especially about, obviously we don't have Zach Edey, but, every night it's going to be somebody else. And whether you're used to only playing 10 minutes a game, whether you're used to playing 30 minutes a game, whatever it may be, anything in between, different nights, different guys are going to need to step up. And so I think that's really helped us. It's really helped our starters. It's really helped our bench kind of be locked in 1 through 10, 1 through 11, however many guys play each night. And then when they come in and give those minutes, they're, really helping us.
Do you feel like this has been kind of the most consistently impactful, sustained stretch of your career, the way you've been playing lately?
I don't know. I'd have to go look, but I don't know. I think, like I said, just, trying to be thankful and joyful every day and play each game to the best of my ability. has definitely helped me do it at a higher level for sure.
At what point in the process did you know you were going to be able to dunk that ball?
That's a good question. Probably about halfway through. Well, I went up to dunk it, and then I saw he was there, and I was like, well, I'm here now. Might as well try to finish it.
The pressure that CJ and Jakari can just add on the ball, how much does that affect other teams' offense and allow you guys to kind of stay on the field?
Yeah, it's huge for us, and I would say it also helps our offense a lot. Because in the past a lot of times it's been Braden jamming the ball, or Lance jamming the ball, I guess last year. But it frees him up so much because obviously he does so much stuff for us offensively. He does so much stuff for us defensively as well. But it's really tough for anybody to have to go jam the ball each and every night and then go run the offense, and us to rely on him to drop however many points and to do all these amazing things. So it's huge for us, and they've done a great job of it.
Speaking of that, how annoying is Braden when he's able to play that off-ball kind of pass and just go get a dribble?
You took my word. I was going to say he's a big pest. It's a pain in the butt to go against when you're on offense, but it's really nice to have it on your team.